Yo, what's up guys? I'm Alleging Tuna and this is another episode of Tuna's Tips, a video series where I show you the upcoming raid bosses in Pokemon Go and give you the best idea of counters to use to maximize your success. Let's jump right into it. We've got Regice cooling things off here in January. It's going to be available from January 18th at 10 a.m. local time all the way until January 25th. That's 1 week and it disappears at 10 a.m. again. We're also going to have a raid hour for it on January 18th, that's tomorrow, from 6 to 7 p.m. local time. We're going to check out Poke Battler. It's going to show us the top 30 counters to use. We're going to cover Megas, Shadows, and non-Mega, non-Shadow Pokemon. Let's head on over and check it out. Hey, you guys, Regice is an Ice-type Pokemon, okay? It's going to be weak to Fighting, Rock, Steel, and Fire types. 4 weaknesses. It has a maximum CP of 1784 when it's not weather boosted, and if it's weather boosted in snowy conditions, it will be 2230. You can see down below the difference between the non-shiny and the shiny is very, very, very hard to notice, but it is there, okay? It's a slightly different shade of blue, almost like Gengar style, okay? Like our boy Gengar, but Regice, yeah. It's going to be in raids. Let's check out those mega counters. You have Mega Blaziken coming in at first. Counter and Blast Burn. It's the lowest. I have these ranked on time to win. So Mega Blaziken deals the most damage, all right? Counter and Blast Burn. Blast Burn is an Elite TM move. So if it doesn't have Blast Burn, leave it at home. Mega Blaziken followed by Mega Charizard Y. Mega Charizard Y with Fire Spin and Blast Burn. Blast Burn again being that Community Day move. You have to Elite TM to that if you don't have that on it, okay? Mega Alakazam shows up as third, but we're not going to be bringing a whole lot of Psychic type Pokemon in the lobby with us. So Mega Alakazam, maybe leave it at home. But if you have no other options, make sure it's got Counter, which is a Community Day move, and Focus Blast. It'll be doing quite a bit of damage, but you won't be boosting a whole lot of your friends' damage unless everybody's bringing Alakazam. I don't know what your raid party is. Mega Charizard X, if you misclicked and you didn't click Mega Charizard Y, go ahead and bring your Mega Charizard X, Fire Spin and Blast Burn, same moveset, same Elite TM needed. If we keep going, Mega Houndoom actually, Fire Fang and Flamethrower on that Mega to boost up some fire damage. We keep going. You have Mega Lopunny and Mega Aggron on that list. Mega Lopunny as a fighting type with Double Kick and Focus Blast. Mega Aggron to boost your Seal moves, Iron Tail and Meteor Beam, and then even Mega Salamence is up there. But side note, Mega Salamence is a Dragon type. It's going to be weak to Ice, which is kind of weird because Regice is an Ice type. So Mega Salamence, maybe you leave it at home, but if you got to bring it, it was just in raids, Fire Fang and Fire Blast. Neither of which are stab, but it's up there. 17th choice. If we keep going, Mega Gengar, Mega Scizor show up there. Mega Gengar is just a glass cannon to deal some damage. Mega Scizor to boost Steel type moves with Bullet Punch and Iron Head. I think we still have like Mega Pidgeot shows up there too, but Pidgeot is a flying type. It'll be weak to Ice moves. Make sure it has Steel Wing and Brave Bird. That's going to cover your Megas. Let's look at some Shadows, you guys. Shadow Metagross deals a lot of damage with Bullet Punch and Meteor Mash, which is a Community Day move. Make sure it's got Meteor Mash on it. Meteor Mash, okay? Shadow Metagross. You've also got Machamp. Shadow Machamp is a solid choice up there too. Why does it say Karate Chop and Dynamic Punch? Why not Counter and Dynamic Punch? Either way, bring your Shadow Machamp. Does Karate Chop build more energy? Interesting. Shadow Machamp. We just learned something. Karate Chop. Okay. Shadow Charizard is up there at number 3 with Fire Spin and Blast Burn. I wish you could Mega Shadows. That'd be a lot of damage. But Shadow Charizard with Fire Spin and Blast Burn, which is a Community Day move. Shadow Hariyama is a fighting type with Counter and Dynamic Punch. Shadow Arcanine shows up there with Fire Fang and Flamethrower. If we continue looking at more Shadows, you can bring Typhlosion, Incinerate, and Blast Burn. Blast Burn's another Elite TM move. Make sure it has Blast Burn if you bring it, if you're looking for those numbers. Shadow Magmortar shows up there with Fire Spin and Fire Punch. Shadow Alakazam, Counter and Focus Blast. If your party is bringing a lot of Alakazams, go ahead and bring that one too. Shadow Scizor with Bullet Punch and Iron Head. You also have T-Tar with Smackdown and Stone Edge. It's going to be weak to Ice, but it does deal out super effective damage with Smackdown and Stone Edge. Shadow Dragonite dealing super effective damage with Steel Wing and Superpower, but it's a dragon and flying type. Gonna be really glassy against there, and it's a shadow as well. You might not live too many moves if you're bringing your Shadow Dragonite, but it would look cool out there. Shadow Aerodactyl with Rock Throw and Rock Slide. Again, weak to Ice, but Shadow Aerodactyl. Gallade with Low Kick and Close Combat as a Shadow. Nice choice. Shadow Omastar with Rock Throw and Rock Slide. Maybe. And then if we go over and look at the non-Shadow, non-Mega choices, Terrakion. Terrakion was in raids not too long ago. Make sure it has Double Kick and Sacred Sword. Sacred Sword is an elite TM move, but it does deal a lot of damage as a fighting type attacker. Reshiram was just in raids a couple cycles ago, right? Fire Fang and Fusion Flare on that Reshiram. Metagross, normal Metagross with Bullet Punch and Meteor Mash. Make sure Meteor Mash. It's an elite TM move as well. Keldeo, if you got that research ticket, Keldeo is up there with Low Kick and Sacred Sword. Sacred Sword, again, is an elite TM move, so make sure it has that on there if you've got it. That's Keldeo. Ho-Oh with Incinerate and Sacred Fire ++. That would be your Purified Apex Ho-Oh is what that one is at number 5. Conkeldurr with Counter and Dynamic Punch is a solid choice. Chandelure is a Ghost Fire type. Incinerate and Overheat. Moltres with Fire Spin and Overheat. Blaziken with Counter and Blast Burn, not bad. Darmanitan, Fire Fang Overheat. Emboar with Blast Burn, Community Day move, Elite TM. Lucario with Counter and Aura Sphere makes an appearance up there. You also have Rhyperior. Volcanion's not in the game yet. Heatran, everybody's favorite Fire and Steel type. It's Heatran, Machamp, regular Machamp. You got lucky and you got a Galarian Zapdos, Counter and Close Combat on that. Dialga's up there with Metal Claw and Iron Head. Other choices, Entei, Victini, all different flavors of Genesect, but if you bring a Genesect, make sure that you do not TM your Techno Blast off of it, okay? Just add a second move and put Magnet Bomb on it, all right? Don't Elite TM, or don't TM your Techno Blast off of it. Those are Elite TMable only, so just add a second move if you have to bring a Genesect, okay? Buzzwole up there, Counter and Superpower, just punch that boss down, right? Charizard, normal Charizard with Blast Burn, all right? Charizard with Blast Burn, that could be okay. Virizion with Double Kick and Sacred Sword, that's an Elite TM move. Rampardos with Smackdown and Rock Slide. Oh, I messed up my slideshow here. Rampardos, Smackdown and Rock Slide, and then Cobalion up there with Double Kick and Sacred Sword. That's a lot of stuff to cover. I'll show you guys what I'm going to bring for my team. All right, if you guys have never built a team for raiding in Pokemon Go, it's really easy. What you need to do is click the Pokeball on the bottom of the screen, click the battle buttons, click the top right tab for party, and scroll all the way down. It'll bring you to your made parties for raids, right? If you want to make a new one, just click the plus button and you can set a nickname. I'm going to cancel out of that because before the video, I put my team together. I've got it right here. My team consists of Mega Blaziken. I've got that up in the top left corner up there. It's got Counter and Blast Burn on it. Mega Blaziken. I've got a couple Terrakions that I powered up. Those Terrakions have Double Kick and Sacred Sword. And then I've got 3 Machamps. I'm using a whole fighting team, okay? Fighting and fire, okay? Because Blaziken. Mostly fighting. Counter and Dynamic Punch are on my Machamps. One of those is a Shadow. But then also honorable mentions go out to Metagross, Bullet Punch, and Meteor Mash. That'll do a lot of damage. Reshiram, Fire Fang, and Fusion Flare with that Reshiram. And then also Keldeo because, well, he's cute. Looks great. Low Kick and Sacred Sword on that Keldeo. This seemed like a really long episode of Tuna's Tips, but that's it. If you found this video helpful in any way, make sure you hit that like or subscribe button down below. That'd be awesome. You won't miss an episode. But if you'd like to raid a Regice with us or join us, I'm live on Twitch TV 7 days a week, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific time, hosting raids. We'd love to get you in there. You guys have been awesome. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you next time. Peace.